I was thinking of Alexis Lafreniere this week. Lafreniere. I have one of his rookie cards, and I was like looking through some boxes because Rahel and I had bought some, and I was like trying to figure out like what year not to buy, just because you can like judge values and pay like $10 more and get a box, and you end up being happier with it. I was like, shit, if he regresses again this season, has less points, like he legitimately like super hot seat after earning like a decent contract for himself.
Yeah, because it was this week, right? Didn't he just sign a brand new deal?
I don't think so.
Lafreniere, no, it was last year.
Are
I
you
think.
thinking of the Kings? Did the Kings defenseman Lafren, whatever his name is?
Yeah.
That might be who signed.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the Rangers one who's been linked to Montreal for centuries.
Yeah, so I think he's like, it's like shit or get off the bed. I think they would probably move him now.
He's playing on the wing now, I think, and they drafted him as a center, I think.
I bet any forward center, it does not matter what, if you're either a forward, a defenseman, or a goalie when you get drafted into the NHL.
Yeah,
you will
fair.
get converted into wherever you fit.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Mitch
but-
Marner was supposed to be a center.
Yeah, that's
He's
fair.
a winger.
And I think that's an interesting one because, like, that's a guy I think, like, the Rangers have been waiting and waiting and waiting for him to take that step,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just been, like, behind.
He had 57 points the year before. This year it was like somewhere in the 40s.
Yeah.
His team fucking fell apart.
Yeah, Rangers had a rough season, that's for sure.
Is there anyone else that is like in the same boat as him? Maybe not first overall picks, but
Well, you just mentioned it. Like I'm gonna say Mitch Marner. Like he's had a 99-point season, just coming off another like 100+ season in points. And he's always been able to like, kind of say that it's not just his fault. Like it's always been like the Leafs, the media, the team, the pressure, all this shit that surrounded the Leafs. Now you have to go out and prove it.
Yeah.
Right. So now you're in Vegas. Right. You've got a ton of weapons around you. They've obviously had playoff success. They won a championship. So there's not this undue pressure. Once again, you can walk down the fucking mile strip. No one's going to fucking recognize you or know you.
Yeah.
So, like, I think this is a year like Mitch Marner. Like, if this team and he doesn't have success in the playoffs, this isn't just a Leafs problem. This is something that's inherently rooted deep in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And there's bigger flaws and issues.
he's not going to be able, he won't be able to live it down.
It
That's
sounds like every Leaf fan.
No, but think about it though, Terry. If he doesn't show up, if he flops again, holy fuck, is he gonna get laid back?
Okay, but like flops again is to say that he didn't just put up 100 points last season.
No, regular season points don't matter.
I don't give a fuck about the regular season.
Yeah, but your entire team flops. You can't just blame it on Mitch Marner.
No,
right, and that's what I'm. That's
many
what I'm saying.
times.
He can't say this is the team and the Leafs and everything else that comes around it. Now it's all right. Are you able to produce in the playoffs, and can you actually?
But
get
what
past
if the
first
Leafs?
round?
What if the Leafs do the exact same thing they've done for the past 10 years,
Right.
and they just get eliminated
But
first round?
But we know there's more problems than just Marner. Marner was just a
but
part of that problem.
You guys love to just point the blame at him.
No, I mean,
no, it's
but
he's put.
I'm
Dude,
going to go off of yours, and I'm going to my hot seat
We're not
it.
done this. We're not done this. The Leafs gave this guy every fucking tool, every contract, everything to be successful, and he's not been.
All right, my hot seat is Craig Berube. If the Leafs don't do anything this year, get him out.
no, see, that's so
100%.
bad.
I think
Terry.
he's
No
too
way.
early.
And see, so now you're looking at the Leafs on problems in which it's not a problem right now. Berube is not the problem.
No, not at all. I think he's like showing, and the Berube style players on the team showed up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Domi, Pacioretty, Benoit.
Yeah.
His style of guys showed up.
Yep.
His not style of guys didn't show up. John Tavares showed up.
Yep.
He did.
What is his style of guy?
Tough guys who back check.
But
Back
Willie
check
Nylander
and
showed
can
up.
actually play on the fucking half board.
Nylander showed up sort of. Nylander's ceiling is still higher than what he plays at.
Correct.
Yeah, he has those moments where he just is like,
He's
I'm
just
not gonna
he's just
skate.
inconsistent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's so close to being one of the best players in the NHL.
Yeah.
It's just this. And when he does this, the lack of back check or the I'm not going in the corner, that's a difference in his game. And it's like a 10 to 15 point difference in his game.
I'm going to say this. If he was playing on Florida, I don't think he'd get away with stuff like that.
No,
I don't think Paul Maurice would let that shit slide. I'm gonna say
Rube
that.
Maurice, people have accused me of sucking off Paul Maurice too many times. Paul Maurice is a fantastic coach, but they are kind of a similar cloth. And you saw Nylander do a lot less stupid shit this year.
Yep.
that's fair.
He's consistently gotten better every year over the last 3 years.
How did starting with Alexis Lafreniere turn this into a fucking chat about the Toronto Maple Leafs that we've had 17 times, Terry.
Dude,
Well,
look at your own couch.
That's my hot
Look
seat. I
within.
think Craig Berube, bro. You look at Nylander skating around, watching pucks in the corner after he takes a shot on net, not going for it, and skating to the bench like he doesn't even know the puck is beside him.
Terry secretly goons to the Leafs.
It was 10 times worse
Crazy,
under
dude.
Keefe.
Yeah.
Terry, do you want to make it 18 times we talk about the Leafs?
You're putting him on the hot seat.
I'm not saying hot. I'm saying the seat is warm. Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be looking at him this year, and
True.
it's going to be, hey, you don't have Marner this year. You got to step it up. I think Willie's going to be on. It's going to be,
No, we don't know yet.
or it's going to be him and Nyes.
Him and Nyes for sure. It might be Maselli.
Yeah, or Domi.
Yeah, I've seen Domi
Yeah,
as the projected.
But this is someone where it's like, okay, like you just came off, a down year. He almost hit 70 goals a year before that. It's not just the Marner being gone. It's, for me and Matthews, it's the health.
Mm.
This guy's played one 82-game season, and that was his rookie year.
Yep.
Like,
And it's going to be a concern if Nylander scores more goals than Matthews again.
and I think that's the thing is like I hate Matthews because I'm a Habs fan and he's on the Leafs, but like, dude's a pure goal scorer. He's good. I just think he's got health concerns, and like if he has another down year, you got to start like I'm not saying trade him. I'm not saying get rid of him. But it's one of those things that makes you think, like, Marner's gone this year. If he plays 60 games this year, is that a concern?
What is his contract?
Isn't it like 30?
It's a 5-year deal.
5-year, 13 point something.
Yeah,
Something.
13 points.
When does that expire?
Whatever his fucking
I'm
name
gonna
is.
check. I know it was
We're
a
in year-
5-year deal.
We're going into year 2 or 3 of the deal.
Yeah.
I think it's year 3.
Year 3 of the deal.
Year three's this year, I think.
Year 2 of 4.
You sure of 4?
He's
Okay.
a UFA in 2028, and he'll be 30.
Mhm.
So he's got some years
yeah,
left.
no, I wouldn't put him on that personally. I don't think.
No,
yet.
but I actually think it's it is a very valid point. It's
Yeah,
like,
I do think this is the year he needs to prove that he's not a Marner merchant.
And listen, like, he has the best medical staff probably in the league. And when he had like the back issues and the shoulder issues, like they flew him out to fucking Europe, got specialist treatment, and like I can respect that his defensive game has gotten increasingly
Way better.
Like I see his style is modeled a lot after Tavares, and that was great to have that tandem when Tavares came in. But once again, like you got to be putting up fucking numbers on the front.
Yeah, I just think it's that year where it's like I don't think he's getting traded or anything, but it's one of those like if he has another down year, the Marner comments are going to come, the injury comments are going to come. I think this is the year where he's got to be like, this is my team, I got it.
Yeah. You got the Olympics, which is something for them to contend with, which is
Yep.
probably going to screw over at least 2 to 3 NHL teams with player
Probably.
injuries and stuff from that.
More than that.
My one is the Wings and Steve Yzerman. I think
Ooh.
Yzerman's in a bit of a spot right now where if they
Eyes are playing.
if they continue to be 8, 9, 10 in the conference, how much rope do you continue to give? They missed on some draft picks with him.
Yeah.
Now they have a bunch of ones that they haven't missed on that are just in the pipeline. Michael Brandt, Nygaard for one, but how much more rope does he get if they continue to just miss out on the playoffs?
And that's an interesting one because, like, I feel like Wings fans, and I don't know if it's just, the ones I see on social media and stuff, but, like, a lot of them seem okay with it, but, like, when...
Great prospect pool, so I guess you can't really bitch, can you?
But, I mean, with they remind, like, they're just mid.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even say
exactly.
they're mid, they're slightly below mid.
Yeah,
They're, like...
and I don't want to pull this back to like the Leafs again because I'm not trying to do that. But like the Leafs in the early to mid 2000s, they were always in this hump where they weren't the worst and they weren't making the playoffs. So they were just staying in this weird middle
They were
ground
like 9 to
where
11.
They couldn't draft well enough. They weren't sinking. They weren't making the playoffs. They're making terrible trades.
Mhm.
I feel like it's a little bit mirrored right now with the Wings. Like once again, you're kind of seeing this Yzerman plan, kind of like Shanahan did with everything that he did when he was
Yeah.
here. But I mean, like they're not tanking where they can move up the draft order,
Yeah.
and I just feel like they're always staying in that middle bumper zone.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. The Wings is a good one. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, Wing fans are just being
Yeah.
sick
I,
of
I
being
think
mid.
I think that's fair to say. Yeah,
They're not even that bad. Like the Wings
No,
fans are
like,
actually pretty good.
They were
with
1
it.
point out of playoffs last year.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
so sick.
Yeah.
Like
Anybody got any other ones?
Charlie, you got another one?
might be a little controversial, but I'm gonna say Connor McDavid. So
Oh,
the
I mean,
reason,
technically.
the reason why I believe that this is a hot seat, you're in the last year of your contract. You haven't won. You've gotten to the Stanley Cup Finals twice. I don't know what more he needs to do as an individual to win because he's literally done everything that he can to drag his fucking team there and to try to win. I don't know what's going to happen. Once again, like He's going to excel at point. He's going to have another over 100-point season. Can they get back to the finals? And whether they win or lose, is he going to be re-signing? I think those are fair questions, and I think that's going to put an undue hot seat onto McDavid.
Imagine a first line of Nyes, McDavid, and Nylander.
Dude, I just got
Okay,
hurt.
now I raise this question: where does he go? That's not Edmonton. That you go to the Cup.
Toronto.
Dude, all the 31 other franchises will do anything that they can to either surround him or bring him in and then build around him.
Is that I don't know if I'd say he's on the hot seat because of that.
Right, but I think it's an undue hot seat. I think that's
Yeah.
put on him because he's in his last year and he hasn't won. They've got.
I think he's the one putting Edmonton in the hot seat. If
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Cause
Or like you guys got to fucking do
Yeah.
something, or I'm out of here.
Because
They
hot
didn't do
seat for
anything
me is
in
like
the offseason.
hot seat for me is like you're gonna lose your job or something's gonna happen. If McDavid hits 100 points, has a down year, and they go out in the second
100
round,
points is a down year for him.
and 100 points it goes out in the second round.
It is.
Is there a
Weird.
what team isn't gonna go like, hey, here's 15 mil?
Yeah.
I think that's where it's like it's one of
Yeah,
those
but-
like
Okay.
he's not on the hot seat, but like he's part of a hot seat in Edmonton. Kind of.
Here's my point, though. Let's say San Jose's like, oh, here's 15 million. You go to San Jose, you're not gonna win a cup right away.
Yeah.
You're in
No, but
Edmonton.
you
You've gone to the
have-
cup
you have
twice
cap
now.
room.
You know that you're that fucking close to it. How do you not be like, we have the tools here. We just need extra pieces.
Well, I think they got weaker though, is the thing, and I
Yeah.
don't think they have
And
cap
they don't have a
space to fix
fucking
the problem.
goaltender still.
I was gonna say if McDavid
But-
doesn't trust management,
I mean,
if he's like, I don't think you guys can get the job done. I need to find another
okay,
team.
that I agree with. But I mean, look at Colorado, for example. We had two of the worst goalies in the league at the start of the year. Turns it around by making trades. You can do that during the season. It's
Edmonton
not
can't.
unheard of.
What did
Yeah.
they say at the trade deadline? We're happy with
Yeah,
our
we're
goalies?
happy with our
Yeah,
ratings.
yeah, that's
I
insane.
think that's the thing is like if Edmonton, like if the goalies are mid, they don't make a move, and then McDavid goes out again. I think that's where what I said. He's like, I don't trust you guys to
Yeah.
get me a cup. I'm gonna look at my options and like, fuck, every other team's gonna be out there, and you would just. It wouldn't be. He wouldn't take the max deal, but he would be like,
He's coming home.
Yep.
he's not going to Toronto.
He's not. No, but
But
I would say that hot seat is on Edmonton more than it's on McDavid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
that's
but
fair.
he's the only reason I say it's McDavid is because he's the driving force. He's the drawing like lifeblood of that team.
That's fair.
And everything surrounds that. So it is on him.
No, it is.
It
You know what
isn't
they, you know like
enough.
they say, guys. You know what, Coach? It's on us.
That's fair enough. Terry, I'm gonna go last.
This I hate myself for saying this, but probably Jared Bednard.
Okay.
He, like, I mean, he's got us to a cup, right?
Yeah.
We won a cup 2022, but last few years has been bad, and getting rounded by Dallas is just fucking insufferable.
Yeah.
He's like 0-7 in game sevens. It's at a certain point where you're just like, do we?
He's the only guy to ever, Terry, win in the Coast, the AHL, and the NHL. I don't think you can fire that guy that
It's
easy.
tough. It's tough though.
It's. I mean, like
We have such a good team, and getting
Yeah.
bounced first round, we got to do something.
Yeah, well, they got.
And we fucked up the Rantanen situation.
Yes.
Every Avalanche
Yeah.
fan is going to agree with me on that. We fucked up the Rantanen situation insanely bad, and to have him go to our rival in Dallas is the worst possible fucking.
The one thing that I
outcome.
can say, like I agree with Terry. Like it doesn't matter if you've won at other places. Like look at the Toronto Raptors. Like they went to the Eastern Conference Finals and the Finals under Dwayne Casey. Then he won Coach of the Year and then got fired the day before he got the award for Coach of the Year. Then they brought in Nick Nurse and won the following year. So once again, like you can have prior success and you have to make really calculated risk decisions. But if it's for the betterment of the team, regardless of what he's done in the past, if you can't fucking get there, make the fucking change.
I think the risk and what Babs I think is kind of alluding to is like I totally agree with that. Like you can have a great coach, you gotta let it go because you gotta change things up. But the reverse could happen where you could let go of Paul Maurice, he goes to Florida, and now he looks like a genius.
Yep.
And I think that's where like if you're caller, you really got to be like, hey, is this the coach or is it something else? Because like, who was Paul Maurice on before? Was he on Winnipeg?
Yeah, but
Yeah, he was in
okay.
Winnipeg.
Paul Maurice was successful when he had like the right opportunity to be successful. He went to Carolina, was also in Winnipeg, wasn't right. So it took him multiple
It
jumps.
took
to be
him
able
like
to get,
it was 20
right,
years,
to
wasn't
get
it,
to
to
that
get
right
a
situation.
Well, he did really well with that Carolina group, though. So and then he went to the Leafs and got fucked. It was he got sold a false bill of goods when he went to Toronto. So that put him behind the ball a little bit. I think if he didn't get hired by Toronto and went somewhere else, we'd talk about him differently than we do right now.
That's
like
fair.
with more esteem than
Yeah.
what we do currently.
Yeah, maybe.
He got fucked by that Leafs deal.
Yeah.
There is no reason to hire or fire him there. It was not the right spot.
Yeah, that's fair. So I guess I'm last on the docket here, and I'm shocked it took this long to get to Kyle Dubas and the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Ooh,
That is probably the hottest seat, simply because of the fact that if he screws this up, Crosby could be gone. I made a hot takes TikTok saying I think Crosby in the next, like, I think at the end of this year he's on a different team. And all the Penguins fans are saying no, and I get it. He's locked up. Trades can happen. Crosby could ask for a trade. Everyone's saying, oh, he said he's wanted to stay here. John Tavares said that before he left. Marner said that a little bit, not as much, but before he left the Leafs. Like, things happen. If Dubas screws this up, Crosby could be gone, and we've talked about it on this show.
Yep.
That Penguins team could go back to like that one where the fans were like almost revolting.
Yep.
I think that's probably the hottest seat in the NHL because there's so much chaos that is just it's on a pendulum right now.
When all of hockey Reddit kind of hates you as an NHL GM, and you're not losing every season you've ever been as the GM, it's a very strange spot to be in. He gets so much hate for actually having a winning record as a GM.
Yeah.
Losing Crosby would be the best or worst thing that could happen to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that'd probably be like going through a heartbreak.
That's like you're almost locking up McKenna
Yeah.
and how bad you're going to tank at that point when you lose Crosby. But you're rebuilding the next face of the organization at that point, right?
It's a tough one. And the one thing I'll add to that is like Dubas has a bad year and he's gone. Is anyone hiring him as a GM?
No, he's done. No, he'll be done.
He's done. He might get like an assistant role.
They'll
or
give
like,
him something.
Yeah.
And I think he'll, like I said,
He's young though, isn't he?
he is young.
So
You're gonna
he'll
have
probably be around for a
you'll-
while.
in the same way that Phoenix is it Chikrin? No, not Chikrin. Kyle the fucking analytics guy that got fired from the Arizona Coyotes.
I forget his name.
Chaka.
Chaka.
That's right.
In the same way that you haven't seen him been rehired, I think there is some revolt from NHL hockey directors or ownership against the analytics guru. I think that they've realized that these teams that have won are doing so with financial gurus to get through the salary cap, and then people that just know fucking hockey.
Yeah.
So I would say it's a hot seat, but I've said it 1,000 times. But
I don't even know how they're walking into camp with the current roster. Like, this is a team where you're talking about the contracts and trying to get younger with this team, and they have not done a lot of work this summer.
no, you're gonna see some rookies on the squad. It's gonna be a different look, but
Yeah.
they're fucked. Sorry, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you're going to see some rookies on the squad, and I know in the comments section I'm going to see a lot of people flaming Charlie for that McDavid take, so I'm looking forward to seeing that from you guys.
Or a lot of people agreeing.